For the girls of Sri Gokulam Kerala FC, India's top women football club, the 16th of August flight between Kozhikode and Tashkent was not just between two cities, it was between two different emotions, hope and despair. Soon after landing in Uzbekistan to play in the AFC Women's Club Championship, the Asia's apex women's club competition, they were told about the news. FIFA has banned the All India Football Federation for excessive interference by a third party. This action meant that the Under-17 FIFA Women's World Cup, all set to be hosted by India in October, stands suspended. The move will also have larger adverse implications for the game in the country. It meant that the national football teams cannot take part in FIFA tournaments, which include the qualification matches for Asia Cup and for World Cup. So why did FIFA take this extreme step? The AIFF's constitution and elections were at the center of a dispute between FIFA and the Supreme Court appointed Committee of Administrators. The COA had prepared a draft constitution that was opposed by the state assembly bodies in the first place. It also decided to form an executive committee which would involve a 50-50 representation of players with voting rights and state assembly members. FIFA saw it as a violation of the rules and a deviation from what was agreed upon earlier. FIFA wants the AIFF administration to be put back in charge of day-to-day operations, a revision of constitution and an independent electoral committee overseeing the elections. The Supreme Court told the government to take proactive steps with FIFA and set things right. The Under-17 Women's World Cup is scheduled to kick off in mid-October, and the ticket sales for the event has started earlier this month. Experts say even though it is difficult to put an exact number on the loss the AIFF might incur due to advertising, media and other deals, it will likely be minimal if the tournament eventually moves out of India. According to FIFA, the investment in the Under-17 FIFA World Cup tournament is budgeted at $21 million. If we look at the Under-17 Men's World Cup that India hosted, the global brand and India sponsors shelled out relatively small amounts on television advertising, while broadcaster Sony spent about 50 to 60 crore rupees. According to a FICCI report, the tournament recorded the highest attendance for a FIFA Youth World Cup in history and garnered the highest viewership among international football tournaments broadcasted in India. Currently, there are only global brands and no national brands associated with the Women's World Cup, but they might step in closer to the tournament. Viacom 18 is the broadcast partner for the upcoming Under-17 Women's World Cup. But more than the Women's World Cup, experts say there will be bigger financial implications for the overall football ecosystem in India due to the ban.
It's not just the media rights, it's not just the sponsorship rights that go away along with the entire game that's not being allowed to play, but more importantly, there are equally high stakes in people who are investing behind it because they have teams, they have created advertisements, already must have been created. It takes about 3 months to create. So all that investment is already gone in. And it is a completely come to a naught, which means zero. So that money is completely lost. See what's happening. It's a climbing ecosystem. We have just about entered the sport. We are a fledgling country. In the Under-17, we don't even feature in the top 15, 20. We don't feature there. I mean, in the list. So we are not we are just a climber. We might say we might be greenhorns in this particular sport. There is a chance that it will impact sport as a whole, but as the football sport. But more importantly, if they take quick action, solve the issue, resolve the issue, then it will not have a long-term impact. But if we don't play the football for a year, then there is going to be a challenge. If you don't play any international matches for a year, if no other international teams come here, then there will be a challenge. Then the whole sport and therefore the money behind the sport. And naturally, I will get scared as a sponsor, right? I mean, I will get scared as to what is the next step that, All India Football Federation Association will take. I will not be very comfortable because I need to be comfortable with investing money behind such a sport.
If the ban continues, AIFF will also be stripped of FIFA's funding, which could lead to a stress on the finances of the federation. According to a Business Standard report, 40 to 50% of football sponsorship money could be impacted due to the ban. Advertisers could also pull back some of their investments in football leagues such as the Indian Super League. After the successful hosting of the Chess Olympiad, the Under-17 Women's Football World Cup would have given another leg up to the non-cricketing sports in India, not only in terms of eyeballs but also private capital. It is unfortunate that the tournament is stuck in administrative slack.
If you like this video, share it and subscribe to Business Standard. For more news, views and insights, log on to www.business-standard.com. Do also follow us on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Telegram and LinkedIn.
यार मत पूछ यार, फिर से स्टॉक्स में फंस गया। तो स्टॉक्स के साथ बॉन्ड्स, इंश्योरेंस, गोल्ड में बैलेंस कर। इसमें बहुत तामझाम है। तुझे 5 पैसा नहीं पता?
अब तो सबको पता है। 5 पैसा है ऑल इन वन अकाउंट। डाउनलोड 5 पैसा नाउ।
अब तो सबको पता है। Investing made easy and rewarding with 5 Paisa. Investments in securities market are subject to market risks. Read all the related documents carefully before investing.